here's the question that you should ask me if you're a baseball parent, especially, or a baseball coach, or a baseball player, or softball. But you should say, hey, Dr. Tom Hanson, you've been in sports psychology since 1985. You were a college head coach. You were the hitting coach at the University of Virginia. You worked full time for the New York Yankees. You worked for a couple of years with the Texas Rangers, Minnesota Twins. You wrote Heads Up Baseball. Sold 150, maybe 200,000 copies between Heads Up Baseball and Heads Up Baseball 2.0 with Ken Revizza. You wrote Play Big. You have worked with athletes and all the way up to executives. So you work with some really adults, and now you were working with my young son. I've got my son here, or my players. What's the one thing that I should do for them? This is your question finally. What's the one thing I should do for them to give them what they want most? I'd say, well, what you most really want for them is confidence. What you really want to be able to give them is the gift of confidence. Because you could take a player, say player A, and he goes his life path with confidence. Here's the same guy without confidence, two completely different lives. This guy will make more money. He will be happier. He'll have more friends. He'll live longer. He'll be happier. He'll be like, life is cool. And this guy will be like, I'm not so sure this is so much fun. I don't really like this. They can start the same. The difference is confidence. And I'm here to tell you, confidence can be trained. Confidence can be training. I want you to get Play Big, a fictional story that teaches the ABCs of confidence and much more in a fictional format. I like it because it's so easy to read. It's very digestible. The font is big. There's drawings and little cartoons that make it. And again, it's a fun fictional story of a young player learning a mental game. And so this gives you some depth and detail in a fun format. And then this program, which I'll show you now what it looks like online, but this is just a basic workbook that comes with it, and it comes in a video format. So let's take a look. And the reason, so again, before I go into this, in case I might lose you, the number one gift you want to give your players is confidence. The number way to do it is to have it be trained on something simple. Repeat something simple. The same as, I want to get bigger bicep. Well, do curls, different ways to do them, but you do curls over and over. Something simple, repeated. Let's take a look at what this looks like. When you go online now and get this confidence training course, the book is a book. You get the actual book. And then you'll get this action guide. First thing you do is you log in and download it. This is what it looks like once you're logged in. You read this first, then you go through, and I would print this out. It's 25 pages. And what you're going to learn, the confidence problem, which I'll get to in a second, your control problem of what you can and can't control. That's a huge one, to have a player understand what he can and can't control, and of course focus on what he can control. How to get confident fast so you can feel good first. If you want to say, hey, what's the bottom line with this? The bottom line is my mantra, feel good first. Most players will wait till they get a couple hits or even one hit, and then, I'm the man. Well, that's the problem we'll get to in a second, is that, hey, well, how do you get that hit? Don't you need the confidence to get a hit? You are Mario. I liken everything to a video game. And then exactly how to hit with confidence, what to do at the plate between pitches. Here you go, Johnny. Here's exactly what to do. How to pitch with confidence, how to play defense, how to practice. That's where the money really is in practice. How do you practice effectively? People don't pay any attention to the state of mind that the player is in. They think it's all the mechanics. Mechanics are important. Physics matters. But it's a practice mentality. It's the same as the game, of course, but what should you do? I'm going to teach you and give you exactly step by step how to train. And it's particularly great here with your parents. So just imagine you sit there with your son or your daughter, and you go through one lesson, and what the lesson looks like. Just sorry to scroll that fast on you, but here you go. What is the confidence problem? In order to feel confident, you need success. Write in success here. But in order to succeed, you need confidence. That's a chicken and the egg problem, right? And it goes on and on with just simple little questions that really spoon feeds you this information. So and here's this chicken and egg. Here I'm talking about the chicken and egg problem, right? So it's fun. Boom, it's a fun, interactive, feel good first before you have success. Take control of your confidence. And ideally, again, you've got this book and you read it. So let's get Let's get that stopped. But then you got, hey, that's 6 minutes, and that's lesson one, and that's maybe it for tonight. You and Johnny, hey, let's talk about it, and yeah, go to bed. And then lesson two, you got 9 lessons, each about 5 or 6 minutes long, and boom, there you have it. Now, moms, by the way, if you don't know baseball, or even if you do, this is what to know. It's like, what should I talk to my kid about? I don't even know. You don't understand the technical or even the strategy stuff. Did you win? I don't know. But if you've done this, you'd know what to talk about. You talk about, hey, how are your ABCs? And so on. So I just think this is the thing, the single thing. If you're like going to Cooperstown, you're that age, a little before, a couple years after in particular, because the players that I work with, let's see, let's jump up here. The players I work with are like this age. All right. This kid is a really great player. So here I am teaching this kid of what to do at the plate. Sorry to move you around there. What to do at the plate and exactly what to do between pitches. I mean, if you think confidence is important, if you want to set them up not just for a successful season, but for a successful career and a bridge to a successful life, to be that person that has confidence, boom, this is the one thing. Remember, that was your one question. After 30, whatever years it is, what's the one thing that we should do for our son if we want him to have the best possible experience in baseball? I would get Play Big and the confidence training book here that goes with it, and sit down and do it as a parent-child or a coach-team project. That's my answer. So I hope that is helpful, and I really hope you take action. I'd love to hear from you. If you don't think it is, you make the investment, it's like, oh, this wasn't so great. I want my money back. Boom, no questions asked. We'll get it back to you. But I really think that you'll be actually kind of maybe seeking me out to thank you, but we'll see about that. So get this thing, give the gift of confidence, and get out there and play big.